Good afternoon, friends. Stephen Ben-Nun here with Israeli News Live, having to record this a second time because the microphone was not on. Anyway, listen, I wanted to share with you guys something that I've talked about here in the past. Oh gosh, I don't know, a year ago, whatever the case may be. But if you remember, I talked about that the meteorites that are coming into the atmosphere here, eventually they'll become stronger. We'll end up more with sonic booms, etc. there. And here since the 14th of this month there, we have seen at least 4 of those, all of them actually having sonic booms. This one here is the one that was coming over Scotland. There was reports of a sonic boom with this one here. Then we also had the one that came, I believe, over Israel. And this one also was reported with a sonic boom around the 15th of April there when it came over Israel there, a little bit north of Tel Aviv area, I believe is where that one was. And then we had another one, this one here over Kiev. And this one as well reported with a big sonic boom coming into the atmosphere. We had that. And then, of course, we had the latest one here that came out a few days ago. This one over, I believe, is Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, Indiana, leaving Hamilton County residents baffled as pilots report seeing a meteorite. And residents reported seeing a possible meteorite light up the sky. The sound and accompanying bright flash were observed shortly before 9 p.m. local time in Hamilton County there. Shook our entire house. Brownsburg said, saw a bright circle thing fly by and then disappear in the sky. One person said, I was track meet at Monticello, Indiana, and was facing southward when around 8 p.m. I saw a huge flash of light, but no one else around me saw it. Said another guy there. But it said here, let's see, that the blast shook their homes and some saw a bright blue streak overhead. So what's interesting is the fact that we are getting, as it was reported by us here probably on Patreon, some maybe about a year ago or so, that very event. Another thing that we've reported to you guys before as well is we have shared with you guys before about a base there on the moon. It is an extraterrestrial base, very, very old, and been there for quite some time. This individual here filming the moon. Now the haze that you're seeing, I believe, is cloud coverage there on the Earth. But on this particular picture here, in just a moment here near the bottom of your screen, you're going to see, there they come. They're coming off or from around a different part of the moon there. You can see the shadows of the craft there as they reflect off the moon there. And then they go into the dark side and they disappear because I assume going into the dark side, just not able to see them. Maybe some might think it's CGI. I don't know what. They zoom in to show the footage of this here. You definitely do see the shadows there coming across the moon there. I don't know what to make of it, but I do know that those that I've been told before, if you have the ability to zoom in and have that type of capability, you could see craft leaving the moon. That's one thing I've been told on multiple occasions. One other thing I'll share with you just before closing out here I thought was interesting. This here, Truth Pills put out on their Twitter channel there a airline at the gate, and fascinating enough there, the chemtrail thing has turned on and blowing out the chemtrails. So for those of you that have never thought chemtrails are really true, looks like somebody had a little bit of pilot error there and forgot to be spraying that up into the atmosphere. Instead, ends up spraying it on the ground. Oh wow, gosh, you could not be a funnier scenario than to see something like that happen. But I want to thank you for being supporters here on our Patreon channel. We will be trying to share more things this week here. We've been on the road quite a bit over there with some folks there at the EMP Shield. Very interesting. And I will say, in light of this information with these meteorites, I can't disclose who I spoke with on this here, but I did ask the question about Planet X, because these people here, especially the more advanced CEOs, CFOs, etc., the high up ranking people there at the company, meet with people in the Pentagon. We did a lot of recording. We've got to get it approved by them before it can be released. We're going to make a little film about it to give you more security in your own hearts as to why this device was developed, the backing that is by the different branches of our government that support it, everything that we possibly can. We're going to share with you guys. But I actually asked about this, and one particular individual said to me that one day when meeting with some folks there from the Pentagon, the verbiage of Planet X was actually used. And for the first time, they took note that a high-ranking officer of the Pentagon used the term Planet X. And so I asked also, they don't go into that issue there with EMP Shield, but I said, have you ever, have they ever indicated a time frame? And I was told that they always said that people need to be prepared by 2024. So whatever it's worth, that's something of an interest without question. And so I'll be trying to update and share more things with you in the near future. Stephen Ben-Nun here with Israeli News Live. Be sure to check out our teaching that we loaded up today on Israeli News Live, probably over on iConnect as well, fx.com. And thank you for being a part of our broadcast. And don't forget, too, if God lays upon your heart, you want to help support the broadcast more outside of our Patreon channel, you can do so by visiting our website, IsraeliNewsLive.org. And definitely when it comes to the EMP Shield, once you begin to see the information that we're going to release to you guys about EMP Shield, I think you will definitely understand why this device is very critical, especially if the things that are coming our way, and even more technology they're working on, even with dealing with the pulse from the suns, things like that. They are working on that type of technology as well. So I think it is the best insurance policy you could get. And I was amazed at some of the homes that I visited, which you'll see that in these films that we're going to share with you. EMP shields, these guys use them as well personally on their solar panels. I really began to find out that they don't play around. These guys do not play around. They believe in their product as well, and they use it in their own homes. So anyway, if you do get one though, just remember too, I just make sure I do say this, when you click on this, and I don't want to leave you here just hanging. Once you add it to your cart, in order to save $50, you need to include what they call a coupon code of INL50. INL50, you apply that coupon code, that will drop the price for as many as you want to buy for whatever purpose you might have a need of. It knocks $50 off. So, and I've learned about when it comes to solar panels, sometimes there are 2 or 3 that are needed for that project. So yes, you definitely want to save the $50 each time. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. Thank you and have a blessed day.